Hello
Hello
everyone. Welcome to the British Esports National Student Champs. We are here in Stage 5 for League of Legends, currently in the round robin, and we're going to have an amazing game. I am Nick, and I'm joined by...
My name's Kevin. Nice to meet you guys again.
Yes, nice to meet you all again. Thank you back for tuning in. Today we have NSCG versus Croydon. This is going to be an amazing game. I cannot wait for this. It's actually Croydon who are the reigning champs of this student champs.
Yeah.
And they're taking on NSCG. Who do you think will be able to pull the victory out of this one?
I mean, to be honest, it's a bit of a guessing game at this point because apparently in the round robin they're both 3-1. So we'll see. I have a feeling it's gonna be a close game, but whoever gets the early lead, or well, we don't really know. We'll see.
I mean, I believe there has been some roster change since last year. You know, some of the players going off to university, bringing in some new talent as well. And it's going to be an amazing, you know, we have the likes of Mid, who he's so strong on this Ezreal, this Lucian, this Zeri, especially combined with just the support as well of like Rel and the Nico and Seraphine of Kai. It's such a strong bot lane combo, but let's see if NSCG will be able to take on like any possible bans to try and counter these. They would have done a lot of research into how they play if they even knew who they were up against, judging by the names. But you know, reigning champs, the names are going to be all over the websites. Yeah, they're all famous for just winning that. So it should have been very easy research for NSCG to be able to come up with an idea of how to take down these reigning champs of Croydon. And I believe we will be having a very good game on our hand. You know, like Jank, the support of Thresh and Lulu. The Lulu will be so strong just for being able to shut down any potential damage coming out towards the side of Croydon over towards NSCG. As well as the Kate and the Ashe. Like, Ashe is so strong. Caitlyn, not really seen very much in the pro players. She's not very much meta.
Yeah, that's what but I always see her in my games. Like, she's always there, one game or another. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in my games, my team do see a lot of grey screen. but thanks to the amazing work of Akshan and Solo Q, you know, they're instantly revived. And I don't know if that's a good or bad thing because they seem to just respawn and run straight back into the lane and just die.
And you have to do it all over again.
I mean, it's great for me, you know, I'm able to get fed. It's a lot of goals from my passive. But it's very tough when the enemy champions are fed and I can't one-shot them anymore. Yep. But, you know, it's all about the runes. It's all about the builds, you know, just trying to focus up on what you need to be doing, especially the micro and macro, and hopefully we'll be seeing some great micro and macro from these players. The jungle timings as well. We have Talon coming in from Gigantic, you know, on the side of NSCG. Such a strong jungler, able to get such a fast clear as well. I believe there is a possible clear of about 3 minutes 11.
3 minutes 11? That's a bit fast for Talon.
No, I think that might be one of the fastest ones. Yeah. You know, if they've been on the research section, you know, and they're able to figure out what the fastest
get all that little bits to make sure you're actually on time.
I don't know. I mean, I've tried myself, you know. I had a little spell when I first started the game of playing jungle. Such a hard time it was. Just trying to figure out the jungle time.
Oh, and looks like we're gonna be in champ select. Oh,
so who do you think we're gonna be seeing here from both teams?
I think we'll be seeing a lot of from NSCG. I think we'll be seeing like bans on maybe Mid. Orianna, as I say, Orianna ban. And yeah, or maybe even about like Aurora or Shinzao, like one of the meta picks that you see in pro play and stuff. Oh, and they banned Talon.
Oh well, there goes the Talon for Gigantic. It looks like they have been doing their research in on it after we just said it's clear so fast on it.
They know.
They've already banned it. Let's see how NSCG are able to reply to this ban. I believe we have a couple more bans coming in before they actually start picking their champions. But an Orianna ban in the mid lane, it's such a strong pick as well.
And Syndra.
Oh, a Syndra ban. It's looking like they're just trying to shut down this mid lane of Croydon here. It's a very interesting.
It's looking like
tactic
a
that they're
faker
going
story,
for.
bro. They're target banning the mid lane, which is, oh,
And it looks like Croydon on a target banning the jungler. They just don't want either side, at least one of these lanes, not to be able to play the game. And Syndra and Orianna, it's very much Faker-esque, isn't it? As he just
it's
said.
very much a faker-esque.
You know,
It's like,
you have these champs. It's such a strong pool for one of these players, and once you shut down all of the options that they have, it's just impossible for them to play, and it limits their pool so much. But the Zeri ban coming in here, you know, we'd love to see the Zeri bans, especially with how strong.
she's so fast for no reason. I just don't get it, man. Why?
I mean, I'm not really sure if one of the Croydon players plays Zeri. Oh wait, no, sorry. Mid does play Zeri, especially along with, but he still has the Lucian and the Ezreal as an option. But here we have the first
Akali
ban. The first mid lane ban from Croydon going over towards Akali. This will be quite interesting. I thought we would have seen a bit of a Katarina pick here.
I know.
You know, maybe a bit of a role swap, because we do know Gigantic is able to play mid lane and jungle. Very expert in the Katarina. But you know, that talent ban's going to be tough for them. Yeah, I would love to see who the first pick is, as we have. Probably won't be the top lane pick. Yeah, we have the ADC first.
ADC
and we have the
first.
Ashe.
Oh, this is a bit risky from them, no? Because Croydon could just like build around comp on Ashe and just to make sure they shut down Ashe, because she's one, if not, I think one of the best ADCs right now in meta. So
I mean, she is very meta, but God, the players in my in my games do not know how to play Ashe.
Oh my God,
it's terrible. You know, you ask for an R across map, next thing you know, they're shooting into the enemy's nexus, and it's just well aimed it. But an on pick, wow, 3.8%, 3.8% pick ban, and it's 50.12% win rate.
Oh, that's a bit high.
On is a very strong character in League of Legends, you know, especially with the item upgrades that he's able to provide past level 14. It's going to be very good to see here, but it's going for a very strong tank-heavy comp here. You know, Mumu, he's able to build quite a hybrid build, especially going Leandri's first, just to get that raw damage. I was about to say Sunfire there, but I forgot that I got taken out of the game. God, I miss Sunfire.
You missed those old items like just a year ago. You can't believe it.
Oh, what was it? I think it was Storm Razor.
Storm Razor.
Like
oh,
that was great.
Like the likes of, you know, remember Dustblade or oh my God. No.
Don't talk to me about Dustblade. I love that.
And Garen pick from NSCG. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. That's actually crazy,
the
no?
Garen and the Ashe, it's going to be a bit of an interesting combo. We have to see. You know, there's not a lot of CC to be able to appeal for this Ashe at the moment. So maybe we'll see a bit of a mid lane pick, maybe a Galio, maybe the support pick coming out with a Thresh, or maybe even Rel, just to try and get the players into quite a strong top.
Silas,
I mean, no, that's a great
pick. That's
a
great pick, because
the
Ornn and Amumu, like, those two are already big ults. Like, from Silas alone, he can already, like, he can already, like, reverse, like, the team play from Croydon. So yeah, we'll see.
Stealing the ultimates, which is Silas's ultimate, is being able to steal the enemy champions' ultimates on the enemy team, and take them and use them as his own. And especially with the amount of AP damage that you'll have from the Amumu ult, since he builds full AP, that'll do so much strong damage against the likes of the Jinx. If he's able to just dash in there, get his chains around her, and just stun lock the Jinx. But there's so much peel.
Yeah, but we don't know if NSCG will take on Jinx, because already they have two big tanks. So, ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
I mean, we need to see the likes of an AP champ in the mid lane. Maybe I was about to say Syndra, but the Syndra has been banned. But we're gonna be getting into the second start of bans here. 2 more for each team. It's a Yasuo ban. That is very interesting. I know one of the players of NSCG does play Yasuo, I believe. It is I think it's the substitute for them. We'll see if they are actually playing here. I believe it is. Oh yeah, Mr. Akali is
a Lulu ban.
It's quite interesting though, because Mr. Akali is the Yasuo player, and they're already banning it, even though they've locked in the Sylas. Maybe they think it might be a Sylas jungle, but I feel like Sylas mid lane is quite strong. I know there has been a lot of recent buffs towards jungle Sylas, And I would have loved to see a Riven. A Riven in the jungle, especially with the recent buffs, it's just a bit too strong. She's already such a strong champion. Now being able to do so much more damage with passive against the jungle monsters, it's just not really fair. But here we have a Swain ban. Swain ban for the supports. The support bans are finally coming in, and Rel ban from NSCG. Ooh. Just shutting down the options that they have. We're still yet to see either a jungle or mid laner from NSCG as well as the support. Some of the picks that we might be seeing, you know, the Lulu's gone, who is one of the picks of NSCG, but doesn't really match up that well with Ashe. So I feel like we might be seeing a bit more of a Rakan, a bit more of a
maybe even Thresh, yeah.
But we need to see some of that CC. The team comp is not very... It's very just dive in, get the damage. Not a lot of peel for the Ashe.
Isn't that your mean?
Are we seeing an action in pro play here?
Oh.
What is happening? This is going to be so exciting.
This could be your big moment. The moment action finally comes out of the shadows and be the next meta in mid lane. This is going to be crazy.
I mean, solo queue definitely meta, but ranked play in a 5v5, you know, they got the comms. It's just such a hard champion to play. I've tried him myself. And
we got a Yone pick.
Now, that should be a Yone mid lane, right?
Surely. Imagine if it's Garen mid.
No,
Sylas jungle.
There won't be Garen mid. You know, we got Lobster. But no, Lobster normally plays bot. Well, actually, no. Hold on. We need to wait a sec because I forget that they can switch.
Oh yeah, I forget. Yeah.
So it's probably most likely.
I forgot about that part.
Sylas jungle or support. Yone mid lane.
Yeah.
Garen top. So we'll be seeing either the jungle or the support coming in here with Jank's pick. Running down the clock very late, and there we have it, the Nautilus.
Wait, is that what I think it is? Sylas jungle?
Yes, Sylas jungle.
Likely,
I mean, it's very normal, especially with the recent buffs. Oh, I say recent, it was about 4 patches ago. But
I mean,
you know,
imagine
if
it was Nautilus jungle. We've seen those before.
I mean, one of it's Garen jungle, you know, Nautilus top. It's been seen before. I know quite a lot of streamers have played him.
Yeah.
Alois, very profound Mundo main, as well as the Baus. They've played Nautilus top, and it's been very good.
And the Milio pick. Milo.
The Milio pick is quite interesting.
Oh, here we are.
I'm still just so surprised at this Akshan. It's honestly, it's a dream come true for me to finally see Akshan in some professional play. And the passive especially with his W's passive, being able just to sneak around, follow the trail of the bandits, which is basically when an enemy is killed with your teammates. You're able to follow them, gain movement speed, and if you're able to take them down in a set amount of time, you get extra gold and revive your teammate. It's such a strong set of abilities for such a champion, but hasn't been seen in pro play as the communications that team can have, you know, being able to set up the pink wards just around the mid lane to try and shut them down and catch out these roams early. Just really shuts them down so much faster than what should be seen, especially in the solo duo and ranked. You know, not much communication coming out there, especially in the lower elos.
Yeah.
But, you know, we have the likes of like Phantasm and players like that, you know, they've proven themselves time and time again of being able to climb such high ranks with like the likes of Akshan. I believe Phantasm actually was able to get rank 1 in NA.
Rank 1
EU, and then went over to Korea and also got rank 1 Akshan in Korea. So
he's just that guy.
he's just a bit too strong. But here we are, into the game. We've got the winter map. This is what we love to see.
Merry Christmas!
We love the winter map. We've got the little choo-choo trains around the Nexus.
Love to see the train.
Oh, it's just a great vision to see. I just love the winter map. It's such a nice, cozy vibe to it. I feel like it calms players down a bit more.
Yeah, honestly, it calms me down, and then I vibe to the music real hard, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, you know how toxic League of Legends can get. It's not the most heartwarming game.
Yeah.
But a nice vibe around it with the Christmas decorations. You know, you've got nice little gingerbread men, the candy canes coming in as well. Loads of nice little mood lighting around the place. And then, look how cute the little poros are as well, just on the left side of the screen there. They're just chilling, you know. He just wants to have his gingerbread, just enjoy himself.
Can't blame him.
But it's looking like Sylas is going to be pathing towards the bot lane. Action's going to be checking over towards the Raptors. So how do we feel? We have both junglers here going to be pathing towards bot side, so it does seem like that might be the weaker side here, but both top lanes weak-sided towards the side. On into Garen. I'm not really sure how this matchup fares up. How do you feel this one fares?
Do you don't think just Garen just walks up and just presses E and then wins the game?
I mean, he can't really do that into the minions, you know. Like, if there's no minions there, he's able to get the Qs off, to stop the Ornn, like, unstoppable. But I feel like once he gets stunned, just the passive of Ornn being able to get that extra hit onto him and doing extra damage is so much stronger. But a bit of trading coming out on the top lane here. And as I know, as a proud Akshan man myself, Yone is one of those champs where, you know, they banned the Yasuo, which is a very smart move, as Yasuo is so strong in Akshan, probably one of my top bans when I'm playing that champ. But Yone, it's a bit of a blessing in disguise, as people think, you know, Yasuo, Yone, they're like brothers. They're so alike in their case. So surely if Yasuo was good into him, Yone should be good.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of a hard counter. I'm not really sure how. I think it might just be the extra range. You know, the W from Yone can come out, give him that shield. But just that extra damage coming out by Akshan on the passive, the 3-hit passive, is so strong.
Especially in the early game, is it?
Oh, so much in the early game. And especially with the runes as well. I know...
Oh, we see it.
I mean, we have a press the attack coming now from Akshan here. It's such a smart move, you know. The Garen and the Nautilus just would not have any problem with the Akshan if you went electrocute, which is seen a lot when the enemy team decides to pick more squishier champions, which, I mean, you know, you've got the Yone, you've got the Ashe, you've got the Sylas, who are all seen as quite squishy champions depending on how they build. You know, the Yasuo, when he's in there, can build Rod of Ages, especially in the jungle, which is such a strong item for him. Gives him a lot of health, a lot of sustain, and that healing from his W as well is just so stupidly strong. But you know, the CSing coming out here, it's quite equal in the top lane. You know, the jungles are looking like both of them have got about the same.
Oh, looks like we're about to have a fight down in the river.
Yes, a fight down in the river here. Nautilus is going to be coming over here from the river. There's a lot of fighting over up in the top lane. A lot of trading coming out as well. But the bot lane gank just wasn't there. It just was shut down so instantly. The Amumu was able to cover and just wasn't seen. And now Sylas is able to get it back, go over towards his Gromp and just start this reclear again. I believe he knows that the Amumu is down in the bot lane, especially since he hasn't also cleared his Gromp. So this is going to be such a big tempo shift over towards the Sylas. He's already going to be able to get back to the top side. Wasn't able to do much, but it doesn't matter because now he's able to get the Scuttle Crab and just give so much vision for the Garen. But so much damage still coming out from the Jinx. And the Milio Jinx, such a strong combo. Jinx able to use that Q, get the extra range and the explosive damage around the targets that she hits. It's so strong combined. But here we have a top lane fight, and it's a great stun and an E by Sylas, and the flash coming out from Ornn, and the flash coming back from Sylas. And it's looking like he's about to die, but gets put down so weak there. 1 HP, somehow Ornn survives. And it's such a great position for the Garen now. Luckily for the team of NSCG, they did not lose the Sylas. But the hook coming in from Nautilus, just rooting the Milio under tower, but still minions taking the aggro. So no tower damage over towards him. But the kills coming out.
Ornn is dead.
Garen getting the first blood towards the side of Croydon. And what a kill that was. I mean, it was an equal trade over towards the both sides, but I believe that was first blood towards the Garen, so that's going to be such a great shift in momentum for the side of NSCG, as they're able to try and get that feats of strength so much earlier, especially with the first dragon coming up now and Amumu pathing towards the bot lane. The side of Croydon is so strong in that bot lane, very bot lane prominent, and just able to take so much space and just keep that pressure on the side of NSCG, allowing for what should be a free dragon, especially with how strong this Akshan has been in the mid lane as well.
He's just he's shoving mid real hard right now, but looks like
it's great passive work coming out. The Qs are landing, able to get only 1 hit sadly, but still able to get the passive off and getting close to this first plating as well, which is going to boost that money up so much for the Akshan. And once he's able to get that static shave, it's going to be so important for him. But the gank coming
They
out.
catch action.
Wow,
Ooh.
the 3-man gank towards the mid lane. Amumu was just too slow to get up there, but the Silas and Nautilus, it was a great run from the side of NSCG.
Yeah.
Just able to catch out Akshan, getting the hook over towards him as he was trying to hook away from the Yone. Then Yone also hitting that R into him. It's just completely stopped him dead in his tracks and an instant kill towards the Akshan. That's going to be so helpful as well towards the side of NSCG, especially for Yone. And it's a great Ornn coming in.
Ornn.
Wow, what a play from the Ornn. Able to get the solo kill over towards the Garen. And we're seeing a lot more fighting towards his bot lane as well, as Jinx is just slowly taking them out. But needs to be careful. Ashe is weak. Nautilus is weak, but the Silas is there to back him up. Akshan roaming down towards his bot lane as well as Amumu is also here to cover. This is going to be such a strong play from the side of Croydon as they've got so much pressure on the side of NSCG. They're so weak as well and just able to get so much pressure towards this dragon, which they need, especially since they're already down towards the first blood from Garen coming over towards the Ornn. They need to try and get the feats of strength up as much as they can. And the way they do that is by getting, I believe, first tower and all the objectives.
It's either first tower or first 3 objectives or first 3 kills.
Yeah.
So if you get 2 of them, it's either 2 of them first out of the 3. You get the Feast of Strength, which is upgraded boost. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's been changed, hasn't it, from first blood to first 3 kills?
Yeah, it's changed now.
Well, I've not played rank that much in a long time, but the Void Grubs are going to be spawning over here. 8 minutes already in towards the clock. And it's a 1.2 gold lead. Oh, and it's going to be a kill over towards the Akshan unless he can get out. There's no one there to back him up, and he hasn't got the E available. Oh,
but
he's
he does.
able to get out. And he's going to be puffing towards here. Goes into a scoundrel mode as Yone is still chasing him down. Doesn't have the flash up, and that's the R coming out from Mr. Akali over towards Akshan and getting the kill. That's the ignite down for Akshan. No flash was available, and that's going to be a 12-second respawn timer. It's going to be such good momentum towards this Yone. He's going to be getting so much closer towards his first item and boots as well.
Yeah.
And once Yone gets ahead, it's
just a bit hard to catch up, really.
It's unstoppable.
Yeah.
It's such a broken champ in some of the terms. The amount of times that I've played against Yone, I've went he's went 0-8 against me in lane. And then all of a sudden, it's 25 minutes into the match. He's got 2 items, and he out DPSs me when I'm full build. It's just make it make sense, right? It's give me a chance, please.
But we'll see that Croydon will be getting first streak here but NSCG will be getting grubs as well. So it's an equal on jungle, and I'd say it's an equal game overall so far. So it's like one of the team gets a kill, one of the team gets a kill, one team gets an objective, and one team gets an objective. It's pretty equal. So we'll see about in the mid game where we'll see the shift of momentum to see who actually have the upper hand in late game. So.
Now, I would hate to be the Ashe at this point.
Oh,
if we look
no.
down at the CS lead, it's double the CS lead, 81 from the Jinx and 43 on the Ashe. That's where this massive 1k differential is coming in from Croydon towards the side of NSCG. Despite them having one more kill and also having the Void Grubs and Feats of Strength, I believe.
Looks like they'll be chasing action again.
It's just not fun now. Actually, I need to try and get out of here. The ward's coming down from both the sides.
Almost everyone is there on mid lane. We're already playing ARAM. It hasn't been like 15 minutes.
It's 10 minutes into the game, already starting to play a bit of ARAM. But I mean, we see the likes of Jinx and Millia going back towards his bot lane. It's not time for them to switch with the mid lane yet. There's not enough pressure, but the Ashe is basically just out of this game. Look at the item difference towards, they have the dagger, they have the longsword and boot. Compared to the likes of the axe and the longbow from Jinx, it's just such a big difference. And I'm trying to remember, I believe that builds into Kraken Slayer, so I believe it'll be a Kraken Slayer coming out from Jinx
I believe
first.
so, yeah.
Kraken Slayer, not able to see what Ashe is building yet, just not a lot of items coming out from her, but the boots of Yone is just so strong. The pickaxe and the longsword compared to just the slingshot and the pickaxe of the Akshan, it's such a big gold difference despite Akshan being up 5 or 4 CS, but a 400 or almost 500 now gold difference towards the Yone. But if we look up into the top lane and the bottom lane, it's a 880 gold difference towards the Ornn as he's about 30 CS up, and then an 823 gold difference towards the Jinx. is Ash is just getting bullied in this lane, just stuck under tower. But at least he's not dying. The Ash isn't dying. It's giving the chance for Jinx not to get as fed as they could be. And they're able to free farm into tower, but it seems they're missing a lot of CS. But that's just allowing the Nautilus to roam up here and just getting so many chances over towards the mid lane. But Garen and Ornn both weak. I believe Ornn will win this fight. They have the Balmy Cinder unlocked.
Oh, and he's building right before the fight.
I mean, the Tiamat is online for the Garen, so maybe a bit of proxy farming could come out. But it's looking like there's going to be a fight, and there comes the Arnold. Going to be getting the hit. And Silas is coming up trying to heal and gets the shots away, but the flash coming out from Ornn. Unstoppable coming out as well, but the Silas stealing the ult, has it ready for the next team fight. And it's a reef brag from the Silas over towards the Ornn, but still a 1k lead towards Ornn of the side of Croydon, and still so much goal difference. But the shot's coming out, and that's a kill towards the Jinx. Finally, a kill unlocked, and a 1,200 gold lead. It's just unfair at this point. The Kraken Slayer already online, only boots online for the likes of Ash, and it looks like this could be another kill. Unable to get the execute over towards the Akshan.
They've been really staying around mid, especially Nautilus. They really want this not Akshan dead, do they?
I mean, just how strong Akshan is. They want to try and shut him down, just not let him get the roams off. Especially but it doesn't really seem like there is much going on here. And the Ornn ult coming out from Silas, not able to get anything, but Jinx is just free farming this bot lane tower. It's just unfair towards the side of NSCG, and no one's coming down to stop them. They're just all huddled around this mid lane towards this already weak Akshan, who's already behind, but the static shift coming online for Akshan. This wave kill is going to be so good just to allow him to get the rooms away. He's able to push the waves so much faster and help with his team on the objective, especially running up towards top lane, as we've seen Silas ganking time after time towards the Ornn. And he'll just be able to have that extra man in the team fight and be able to shut down the ganks from Silas when Ornn is all-inning the Garen.
We see Silas and Nautilus on the red side of Croydon, so that's a bit of a head for Silas in this situation, but
I mean, the invading strong Amumu needs to try and get this vision, but they don't have anything up in this top side. So Amumu's going to be wandering into his own jungle, wondering where have my camps gone. Instead of just being able to get the information and roam down towards the bot lane, as you can see, he's going to be just backing up. Maybe he just knows that his likes of his top lane have gone, but no, he's going to be face checking over here. So many wards, and now look at him. He's just wondering.
It's all gone. Where is it? Where is it?
Where are the camps? Please, he's so homeless right now. He just needs something to try and get a bit of CS, as he is already 800 gold behind. But look at that. The likes of this Jinx, 2k ahead. Has the boots online, first item, and just not a lot from this. Ash still stuck under tower, and the first tower is going to be going down, and Jinx, so much damage here, has the passive, but knows to back off. Was able to see the Silas roam on the wards, noticed that the Nautilus was there, and able to just back away. Safe plays from the side of Croydon, and now Drake is up. They have the mid lane presence, they have the bot lane presence.
Look like we're seeing a drag setup from both teams, so...
I mean, it's great play by the Nautilus just to try and take it out, but it's looking like Jinx is going to be able to kill. But no, the Silas coming in, stealing the ult of Milio. The Ashe are missing, but the hook coming in. It's a great save by Milio, and now the Amumu comes out with the hook and flash in there, and this is just going to be a cleanup for Jinx if they're able to get at least one kill here. And now the Akshan ult coming out. No damage as it's blocked by the Nautilus and Yone, and Amumu slowly chasing down. The Ornn ult coming out. It's going to be so strong over towards this Yone. And now the Jinx passive online as Akshan swing in. Not able to get enough damage as the shield comes out from Nautilus. And that is a great team fight. That's so well played by Croydon as they have a free Drake now. Able to go 2 up in the Drakes on the Infernal as well. And it's such a strong Drake to see in this game. Oh, what a play. So the Hex Tech Drake coming out here. I believe this might mean that it is a Hex Tech Drake. I don't know if we see it on this one or the next one. No, it's going to be a Chem Tech.
Oh, Chem Tech.
It's going to be a Chem Tech soul. Now, no one likes Chem Tech soul. What a boring soul to have. we love to see the likes of the Hex Tech and the Infernal. And the likes of Croydon would have loved to see the Mountain Soul. How strong that Mountain Soul is, especially if they get it on the likes of Ornn and the Amumu. It's just unstoppable towards this. But Silas getting taken weak, but it's still a free Herald towards them. And I love what they've done with the design. Look at them, little Rudolph
little
reindeer over towards the Rift Herald. It's so cute to see. And Action just waiting to buy items and throws his hook out a bit early there. We've all made the mistake when playing it.
Silly mistakes.
Especially when, you're trying to dash away and you accidentally go the wrong way.
Oh, God.
I know there was a bug
Oh, gosh.
from Riot on Action where every time you would try to dash one way, if your mouse was just in the wrong position,
Yep.
even though you should be going to the right, it would take you the left.
It doesn't make any sense.
And
really.
next thing you know, you're in the enemy team and you're dead.
And you're gone.
It's not fun. It's not fun to play that patch, but it's all been fixed now. And Silas just increasing that gold lead almost to 1,000. But look how fast Akshan has came back. He was able to get 1 kill on the side of NSCG, and he's gone from an 800 gold differential only down to 67 now. And, Yone still has the Borg online, the boots, still has this little bit of gold lead, but the CSing is so strong from the Akshan, and it's just able to keep up. But NSCG need to do something about this Jinx.
Yeah, this Jinx is going to be a problem in the long run.
Has the bounty online, but it's 2.3 thousand gold ahead. And the ult coming out just slowly, sadly missing the likes. But yeah, we got the total gold, 6,000 from both On and Jinx at the side of Croydon. That's where this big differential of 2k is coming in from. And it's just it's hard to come back from this of how strong On can be in this late game, how strong Jinx can be, especially if they just get 1 kill. And it's looking like there might be another kill here. There's ults coming out, but the stun going out from Ashe just solely saving the Nautilus, and it was a great off by the Ashe, just able to stop that as Jinx was going to get that final hit away and get that kill towards the Nautilus and get the passive. That would have been so strong, especially with the Milio bubble on the floor, just able to get that extra range, and probably could have taken down the likes of Ashe here. Now let's see what is going to be happening towards here. Yone and Yasuo fight. Yone and Akshan fighting towards in this bot lane. As Jinx is just taking over, getting towers, just standing still while they're getting hit by the Ashe. Just doesn't even care about it. Just the damage is so little. And mid-range getting the kill over towards Ashe here as there's another fight over towards the top lane. Just increasing their gold differential 3.1k up from the side of Croydon. Has 2 kills up on the side of NSCG. And we're seeing Atakan is going to be coming up here in 1 minute and 20. 2 minutes left on the Drake, but still so long left on the Baron.
But yeah, whoever gets this next objective gets the Feast of Strength. So, yeah.
It's a much needed objective here. And by the looks of it, the bot lane tower is gone for the side of NSCG. The mid lane tower is gone for the side of NSCG. And it's looking like Croydon have it all under control. They have so much space to work with. But as we can see, the most damage has been dealt towards this top lane somehow. So that is where Atakan is going to be spawning. And it's going to be a hard time because we've seen NSCG have a lot more top presence this game, despite On being up against the Garen. But he has been able to close down this gap of a gold lead. It was so much higher, around 1,000, and now only down to 300. But look at the damage dealt from this team.
ADC and top lane almost just exactly the same. That's absolutely crazy.
I mean, you would think the AD carry, they're there to carry the game, do the damage. But Ornn's such a strong character in this game. And both Garen and Ornn having so much health, especially with Garen being able to heal back up a bit later, like once he's out of the range of anyone. His passive allows him to heal up, so that just allows Ornn to stat pad the damage towards him. And here we have the gank coming out from Silas. Yone and Silas both trying to take out the Ornn coming out from Silas, but the Unstoppable stopping the route. But it doesn't matter because Nautilus comes out here from the bushes and is able to just get the stun over towards him and nothing able. But look at that presence from the Ornn, able to drag 3 players from NSCG down towards the bot lane.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because that is going to be the Atakan towards
Free
Croydon.
Atakan for Croydon.
What a free Atakan. And there is feats of strength, allowing them to get that upgraded boots, which can be so critical in a game like this, as it's still all to play for, still so close. 5 to 6 kills and only a 2.1k gold lead towards the side of Croydon. As NCG are trying to push this up, they have the Rift held towards this bot lane and going to be getting this tier 2, but they don't really want to push any further. As being able to take this tier 3, maybe even the inhibitor, is such a bad decision to go for in the early game. There's still so much to play for, and it allows the free farming, despite being able to have so much presence towards the lane that the inhibitor's gone. The free farming allows the likes of Croydon to just get as much gold as they want, especially with how much they get from the Mega Minions.
Yeah.
And if Jinx just sits down there, that's so much gold for them. But I'm interested to see where Akshan's going with this. We're seeing a bit of an on-hit build here. I believe this is going to be a Kraken Slayer coming out from the Akshan, which, if you look at the stats, on-hit Akshan is just not the win.
Yeah.
I know from many a times I play myself, watching the high elo players play as well. It's just not good, but the team fight's coming out over towards the Drake as the Silas is going to be dashing in, but gets taken by the Amumu. The stun coming out, and Amumu able to win that smite fight as the Arnold is coming out, and there's another kill over towards Croydon, over towards the likes of Nautilus. As Garen's just trying to get anything, trying to get at least one kill, but it doesn't matter as Jinx is just doing the damage. As the peeling's coming away from the side of Croydon, and what a team fight that was. Only Akshan getting taken down, but Jinx is just getting so many more kills here. And Mumu getting the stun. A bit of a team kill there, but it doesn't matter as they have so much more presence here. As the 30-second death timers are already up on the clock. And it's so hard for NSCG to come back from this. Is this going to be a free tier 2 towards the side of Croydon? And the TP coming out from on towards his top lane as well, just to give this extra presence of split pushing. And it's great actual juggling of the tower shots there from Croydon. Able to get that tower, allowing Jinx just to pump as much damage as they can without being taken out. And, I mean, if they died, it didn't really matter. It wouldn't have been a kill. It would have been an execute towards the side of Croydon. But it's still just so well played. No minions to work with. They want to get that tier 2 before the likes of NSCG were able to get the resurrection up off their death timers. But it's going to be a fight more towards the Baron now, as it is going to be spawning in 2 minutes. They need to try and be setting up this vision as they are doing well here with the pink wards. And Orn's just getting taken down, whittled down towards the likes of Yone. Where the Borg is so strong on him, especially against the likes of the Orn. Now, I thought Sunfire was out the game.
Sunfire?
I must be mistaken.
Oh, no, it's still in.
But look at this. It's a great play from the likes of NSCG. And the ult coming out. The great unstoppable from Orn. But it just doesn't matter as they're able to get so much damage towards him. That's a double kill, which is going to be very hard for the likes of them to come back. But Jinx is just getting hurt by them. And it's going to be a massive shutdown here. Able to get the kill and the refresh on the passive, and not able to do much as Silas is just so healthy. And it's going to be a kill over towards NSCG for Yone, over towards a Jinx. And that's a 1k shutdown, I believe. That's so big.
This gives NSCG a chance to fight back, as we can see.
What a kill, though, from them, especially towards the likes of Yone, who, you know, Ashe is not really in this game.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a throwaway character at the moment. But Yone was still so in this game. They were about 400 gold up. And after that kill over towards the Jinx, they're now 1.4k and going to be able to get part of this third item online with only being 25 minutes into the game. And it's such a big power spike for this Yone. 3 items. We know the 3-item power spike. It's very prominent in the League of Legends. But the ult coming out, stopping the back of the Yone from Akshan as he's going to be going into the Rascal mode, chasing down, going to be trying to get this revive and the extra gold. But Yone is just so healthy. And I don't think Akshan's actually going to be able to do anything here.
Nautilus is on the way as well.
A lot of damage, but Amumu just able to back up. And Nautilus is coming out, the hook missing. Amumu now here might need to try and get the flash Q off, but doesn't even need it. Just hits the Q, and this should be a kill towards Nautilus as the second Q's coming out, and that's a kill towards Akshan. Just trying to lower this gold differential, but not a shutdown at all. Not a big amount of money coming in towards this Akshan. But it's looking like the build's actually working out.
Yeah.
I might need to try this out in my next rank game.
You learn something new every day, do you?
I mean, the amount of times I've played, I think the last time I played on here, I played against I was in the top lane. You know, I'm so sorry. Range top lane. I know it's so frowned upon.
No.
But, you know, actually, he's strong. He's strong in the top lane. He's a good champ. At least I wasn't playing Vayne.
That's very true.
I was against an Olaf, you know.
I really can't blame you, honestly. Olaf is just one of them that won't die or can't die.
Yeah, but there's the Baron coming out towards the Croydon side. It's going to be so strong for pushing towards these towers. And I was thinking this might have been a bit of a sweep, you know. Reigning champs coming back into this against the like of NSCG. They have been strong, but not as strong as we wish they could be. but it's still such a close game. Only 2,500 gold in this. And obviously my team lose, despite being, I feel like 10,000 gold ahead. Everyone being full build compared to 2 items, you know, about 7 items up on levels up on the enemy team.
We're gonna see another Ornn pick here, and that's skill
And
for
there's
NSCG.
The Demacian Justice coming out from Garen. And actually, I want to try and get the revive here, but there's not a lot of play here, as the Amumu and Jinx are sat in the mid lane and won't be able to take down the likes of the Garen to get that revive over towards the Ornn. But it doesn't really matter, as we're heading more into the mid game here. You know, the Barons are up, the team fights are happening more around the map, and the Jinx rocket coming out. Nautilus spotted by the Akshan, and Akshan swinging over towards the Ashe. Gonna be trying to get the kill, but dashes straight into the Silas and gets taken out. And Yone able to clean up that dragon. There's the first dragon towards the side of NSCG, and it's an amazing kill. The kill coming out from Garen over towards the Jinx, and Jinx taken out, and there's no damage left for the side of Croydon as they get taken out by NSCG. And what a kill and what a team fight that was, taking away all the Baron buffs from the side of Croydon. And it's now pushed them ahead in the gold. They were so far ahead, and now 1.8 thousand gold ahead of the side of Croydon. And this game has just been turned on its head. Wow, what a team fight.
Amazing.
And they're still going for it. The Ornn just revived, wasn't there for the team fight in time, and is going to be taken out straight again. And the Demacian Justice again back up for the side of Garen.
Is this looking like an end angle for NSCG?
This could be an end angle. I don't know. There is still a lot of timers left. 42 seconds left on the Ornn.
Seconds.
But the
Action's back.
side of Croydon are coming back up.
Looks like.
They're weak. They need to try and get away. Just as long as they focus on farming and don't chase down and just give away these death timers, it should be a free back for the side of NSCG. 3,000 gold up. So many items coming in. And look at the Silas, the Dark Seal. Are we going to see the Medjayas? Is the Medjayas going to come out? We need to see it. Buy the book.
We need to see it.
Buy the book, Silas. We want to see it. You can get so much more powerful with this. We need to see the book coming out. But there's the third item online. So strong. And with Yone's passive, I believe, he already has 100 crit.
Yeah.
2 items, that's all he needs.
That's
100
all he
crit.
needs.
It's so stupid in the sense that he only needs to buy 2 crit items. It feels like he's playing ARAM Mayhem at this point.
Doesn't
you know?
even make any sense.
He's
Come on,
got
Riot.
he's got the free 50 crit chance just off nothing.
See another team fight here.
And it's a great vision from Akshan there to be able to take out the plant, and that's allowing them to get the kill as the ult's coming out. But it doesn't matter, as Garen is on the Milio and is going to be taking him out, and Silas the Zhonya's is coming out, and that's a kill from Yone over towards the Akshan, taken out. But Jinx needs to be careful. The ult, the Amumu ult coming in from Silas, but it doesn't matter as he's taken out by the Amumu. And now Yone going in, just trying to get the damage, has so much damage here for Ashe and Yone, and that's another kill over towards Yone, and only one player stands on the side of Croydon. And that looks like this might be an end. 40-second death timers for the side of Croydon. The inhibitor is down. They have the mega minions. They have so much damage as well towards the towers and the inhibitor. And it's looking like Ornn's going to be taken out as the Ashe is just cleaning up as the minions are coming in. And that's it. That should be game as the minions are coming in now. Still so much time on these death timers. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Only Milio is alive. And that should be the end of Croydon, taken out by NSCG. But that depends if they decide to hit the Vlad and not the Nexus.
No, don't hit the Vlad. Hit the Nexus.
Hit the Nexus.
Hit the
and
Nexus.
That is the game for NSCG. 5,000 gold over towards the side of NSCG ahead of Croydon.
Wow, what a flip from NSCG. What do you think? That's actually a crazy game.
They were so far behind at the start as well. The Jinx was just absolutely bullying that Ashe in that bot lane. And they were able just to flip on their head with one single team fight in a dodgy angle towards this dragon. And it allowed them so much space. The diving over towards the Jinx, was just able to take them out of the game early. The Akshan, I feel like that might have been Akshan's fault a bit. He decided to hook in, go for the Ashe, but didn't know that the Silas was there. And Silas took them out. That was one dark. I believe that was 2 down as the Ornn was already out of that team fight from the start.
I think basically Croydon got a bit greedy, especially around the mid game. Whereas especially Jinx, when Jinx started dying, that's when you saw NSCG able to fight back in the end. So a misplay from Croydon, but that's a bit unfortunate at the end of the day, really. So
Yeah, I mean, Croydon, they could have played the team fights better. The Akshan pick in pro play, very questionable. The build also a bit questionable. You know, you want to try and
yeah,
get that crit online, especially since your ultimate scales so much off crit. It's just able to get the extra damage towards the squishies who are low on health, able to just take them out. I mean, even if you get fed on Akshan, a single arc and just one shot on Ash from miles away. And I mean, it's very fun to watch, but
yeah.
in a game like this, you know, the Akshan pick maybe not the best. Maybe should have went with a bit of the AP, maybe a Mel pick, just to be able to shut down the Yone and just not let him get ahead. Is once Yone gets on top of you, it's so hard to get away, especially with Akshan, because once that E comes into play and you try to dash away, but Yone is on top of you, he will just barge into you, body block you, and shut you down.
Yeah.
And then just the misplays from the team, you know, they try to go for the team fight. They should have just let the likes of NSAG have that dragon for free. You know, they were already
Since
up
they
two
had three
dragons.
in the first place.
Yeah,
No,
they
it
had
was
2 or
three.
3.
Yeah.
And they just wanted the soul so badly that that game could have went on for so much longer. But a singular misplay from the side of Croydon, the likes of Akshan dashing in and fighting without the on there present,
Yeah.
it just didn't allow for that peel for the Jinx to get the passive online and just be able to rampage on and just pump herself up so much that she's dealing about 5,000 damage in one click because of how fast she can shoot.
Yeah.
It gets stupidly overpowered later into the game, especially once your build comes online. And she was so far ahead that her build was basically online for that
Yeah.
entire team fight. But it was amazingly played by NSCG as well, being able to picture where the Akshan was, get the kill onto him, and then dive straight in. Yone getting the extra buffs towards that, especially after taking out the Chemtech Soul, and then being able to just dive in, get on top of the Jinx, just ignoring the damage because Akshan wasn't there.
Yeah.
The On wasn't there. Their damage wasn't there. And Mumu wasn't able to do much. Emilio, such a squishy character, not able to do much as well.
Silas just literally assassinated him on last
then-
team fight.
And then once that happens, but it was amazingly well played by NSCG. But now we are going to be going on to a break as we are going to be getting ready for the next game. It's going to be an amazing one. So we will see you next game where we have Exeter College versus
Yes.
AGSB.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone, and we're back for Game 2 of the League of Legends Series 5. And I'm here with my new partner!
Yes, hello, I'm Louis Skilton, and today we have a very special match, at least in my heart. You know, this is, we're going to be having Exeter College versus AGSB for Game 2. And why is that important for you watching right now? Well, because these are two legacy teams. And what do I mean by that? It's two teams that have previously fought in the grand finals for Student Champs Nationals. So there's a lot to prove here. You know, this is a lot of rivalry, a lot of old blood on the line right now to be proved on the Rift.
You did mention about me one thing. Were you part of the AGSP on the finals?
Well, I was in fact part of that match for it, but I was actually on the side of Exeter College. I've got no bias here today. I'm just here to see a good game.
So no bias. No bias.
No bias at all. But history is there and the legacy has been sealed. So it will definitely be very interesting indeed. I mean, for both of these teams, actually, they've actually kind of had a bit of a silent moment on the Rift for the past couple of years. AGSB, ever since that really strong roster that made it to Nationals, have kind of disappeared. They've gone to college, gone to university, and they haven't really been able to find their footing. And that goes the same for Exeter. They had a really strong roster last year, but it was just the synergy wasn't quite clicking, and they didn't make it to that grand finals. So this year could be the year. They're both going 3-1 on the round robin so far. Very strong start here, but we'll have to see once again on the Rift.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the players so far? I mean, you've done a mild overlook, but what sort of champs do you think?
From Exeter, I think we'll be expecting a lot of Lee Sin, maybe? Or even a bit of Mundo. As recently from the World's Finals 2025, where owner, first time Mundo in the big league. Which is a bit of crazy.
Like, why would you first time? Mundo,
I mean, he's one of the best, so you can't really blame him. So.
He's super simple as well. I will give them that. Like, Mundo is a very simple champion to pick up and play. I mean, Faker did that, almost half a decade ago. but on Garen, right? He was looking at the tooltips for Garen on the world stage. Like, sometimes these pro players, man, they just pick it out of thin air. I don't think we're going to see that on Student Champs. Student Champs is more about those comfort picks.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they're not the most optimal comps. I mean, to be honest, I was a bit hesitant on that Garen for the game one. NSCG, props to them making the Garen work against Ornn. I thought it was going to be a Croydon sweep. But I was proven wrong, especially in the late game.
And then we might even see on the top lane this time, even a bit of Cassante or even Malphite. So Cassante is one of the guys where, like, I'd say he's one of the middle ground now, because at first, well, every new release champion is a bit OP, but more throughout the season, they either get nerfed to the ground or like a bit balanced to the middle. So what do you think about Cassante?
I think Cassante in pro play has found his footing straight away, but in these sorts of grassroots leagues, in the ranked queues, you don't really see him pop up much. So this is honestly, I think, quite a spicy pick. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how he fits into the comp, but I think it's going to be really exciting. A Cassante, a Malphite is always great to watch as well.
Yeah.
Just seeing that ult go in on the team sort of orientated teams. You know, I think it's anyone's game, to be honest.
From Exeter again, from the mid lane, we might even see a bit of Galio. Galio is just one of them. Yeah, it's the same thing as Cassante, where he's in the middle ground in the meta right now. So he's either he's up there but down there. You know what I mean? But what do you think?
I mean, there's a reason why Faker's got Galio as his T1 world skin this year. Right?
Oh yeah,
like Galio is just such a strong team character in general. I mean, you've got that really strong lane push. You've got that really strong roam. Great in team fights, great finding picks. Like, literally, Galio is the flex seal of, like, mid lane, it feels like. If you need an easy but really useful champ, Galio is your go-to, in my opinion. but can be countered really easily. I mean, if we saw
Yeah.
that Yone in game 2, for example, or
And
Zed,
I guess Agalio. Oh,
yeah, that is difficult. That is very difficult to play into. But we'll kind of have to see as we start of slowly shift towards Champ Select. I'm also curious, what do you think is going to be kind of like the priority here? Do you think we're going to be seeing some really big brawls, or do you think we're going to be seeing some slower team fight comps? I mean, we've seen the Malphite, we've heard about the Galio. That sounds like it's going to be a massive brawl.
yeah. I feel like, especially in the early game, it's gonna be a bit of more team fight focus oriented for Exeter, where they really need to win that or force that early fights and win it just to get ahead of the game. So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the side of AGSB, from the ADC or bot lane, we might potentially see a bit of Twitch, Jin, or a bit of Kog'Maw. Ooh. I feel like I've seen a bit of Jin in the pro player, like in grassroots, as you mentioned. But what do you think will be? What do you think we'll see in the bot lane?
What will we see in the bot lane? I think that's a really good question. I mean, I really liked that Jinx Milio that Croydon Prime played last game. I think it's really consistent. Oh, as we're going into
Scratch
the Champion
that.
Select, we're going to find out live. So, let's see. AGSB, Magus.exe, 3-1 apiece. But who's going to start off with the bans? Again, that Cassante, that Malphite, they seem like quite stable
Lee
picks.
Sin.
Oh, that's what you mentioned. You mentioned the Lee Sin being quite a key part of the Magus roster, right?
Yeah.
Very flexible champion, so understood. Diana followed up as well. Maybe that's a mid/jungle ban. And the Gwen on AGSB's side, they've definitely done their homework, or as much homework as we've done anyway, because they're looking through the OPGGs, they're looking at the game backgrounds.
They're really stalking.
Yeah.
See, Yasuo ban again.
Okay.
Is he really strong this meta, you'd say?
I would say it completely depends on what you're synergizing it with. I feel like Champs is a really good space to show those solo queue players that have a lot of potential in the team play, but haven't had that experience yet.
Oh, yeah.
So Yasuo is something you kind of see on the Rift quite a lot in Champs. And if it's followed with, again, that Malphite knock-up, or
Yeah,
it's pretty scary, right?
yeah, I agree. But we see Milio from Magus from last game. Do you think Milio really had an impact from last game with Croydon?
Well, we did see that Milio roam quite a lot without the Jinx, and I think the Milio was really there just to support the AD carry. So I think it completely depends on this team play. Are they going to ARAM it? Are they going to group together? As long as the Milio's with that AD carry, can be really impactful. But won't be this game because he's been banned along with Senna.
Ooh, Senna and Kaisa bans.
So definitely Kaiser is going to be great for those picks.
Yeah.
Going to be great for, like, just finding really good angles in the back of front to back comps. Twitch.
And
to
Twitch.
start.
Ooh, where do you think Twitch sits in the in general meta right now?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't, because Champs is its own space, but Twitch, I wouldn't say so. I prefer the Jin in this meta currently. I think Jin's got a lot of pick potential.
Yeah, especially with his ult and W, you can just catch someone off guard and then they're dead.
Absolutely.
Because with Twitch, I'd say he's more of a hybrid. He's really a hybrid at the end of the day, but like, he's got pros and cons on his if you're building AD or AP into him. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, another thing is, right, Twitch is, I wouldn't say a high demand pick.
Yeah.
When you're going for these drafts, it's really important for the blue side to pick something that is just as OP as possible, right? And I'm not really feeling that from Twitch. Maybe if they follow up with a Lulu, they have a good Enchanter comp, but the Lily is a nice touch, I think. If it's their comfort, comfort's king.
I don't really see Lilia often. You'd think I'd say she's more of a solo duo or even flex where you need really like in the random games. But we see Ornn again from AGSB.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. I mean,
Oh.
Ornn is a very brawly champ. Makes sense with the Lilia, but
Yeah.
my concern here is that when Lilia tries to sleep someone, is Ornn going to disrupt it with his own ult?
Oh, that is very true. That is very true. I mean,
So maybe a bit of poor synergy here could happen, but hey, we're not on the rift just yet, as we're going to see Mordekaiser picked in the top lane for Magus.exe. I think that's a good pick.
yeah, I'd
against Ornn.
say AGSB will be going to Brazil quite a few times in this game. I'd say.
Yeah, you got to get your plane tickets on, because this is really painful as well if Mordekaiser is able to ult when the Ornn does as well, because you just take it straight away from them. So
Yeah, it's gone.
it's very awkward, but right now I'm still trying to figure out if Magus.exe wants to play this split or if they want to go for a pick comp. They have a lot of different champions that have different goals here.
Yeah,
So
but I'd say Magus is, from what can I see, they're more of a team fight orientation comp, you'd say, because they have Mordekaiser and then Leona so far, which is more of like the front line for their comp, you'd say.
you know, I'm actually not sure, because Mordekaiser excels at split pushing,
Does he excel in split? Oh, yeah.
and usually you go like 1-4 for that sort of stuff, right? So you have the Mordekaiser go to a side lane, give a lot of pressure,
Yeah.
force like 1 or 2 people to match that lane, and then TP to the objective that Magus want to aim for, right? The only thing is, what I'm seeing here is that the Jhin doesn't have much shove, doesn't have many abilities that can really create the pressure in other lanes.
Yeah.
So I like the bans, the Braum, the Pantheon, definitely solid here, because they could be denying the potential to match the roam. But it's yeah, I think they're still looking for their identity here, and the Vi is
What?
actually going to help with that.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on the Vi in this comp?
I'd say in this comp from Magus, Vi is actually a good choice, just because where Mordekaiser and Leona as a front line in team fights, for example, Vi could just come from behind, just ult someone, ult Twitch, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I definitely agree. If that Twitch does uncloak himself, it's just an instant press R comp right here. We've got the Leona, we've got the Vi.
Yeah.
Also, having a instant lock on onto the Lilia is very good as well. The Swain is going to be a really good touch here, especially in support. That's going to give it's kind of going to give Magus.exe some really mixed feelings.
Yeah.
Whether they want to just press R on people or not.
And a
the Galio is going to be some extra
yeah.
feel. I think they're, you know, if I think they're taking some tips from the casting desk right now, because that's going to be a Galio support. Actually.
Is it?
That is
Oh,
a
yeah, it
Galio
is.
support right there, and a Swain mid.
Ooh.
This is a head
What is
scratcher, to be
this?
honest. You know what?
But like, what I don't understand is why would you go Galio on a Jhin?
Wait a minute. A set mid to follow up? I think they've misread the situation completely. Or is that a... No. So
No,
we're
no.
definitely seeing a Mordekaiser top.
Yeah.
Vi jungle. Set mid.
Set mid.
Set mid into Swain. That is more than interesting, I've got to say. You're taking your
Like, I
glasses
have
off
to make
for that
sure
one.
if what I'm seeing is right. Set mid. I've never seen that. I've never seen it. Yesterday, I played with friends. One of my friends on 2 games played Thresh mid,
Yep.
which is pretty normal, and then Garen mid. Well, come on now. We'll see. We'll work out with him against Swain. This is actually an interesting game again. Woo.
You know what? I've got a couple question mark things going on in my brain right
Yeah.
now, because it makes sense if you're going for the like set into Galio. That's a really good counter, but I think they've completely misread the draft. We misread the draft as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, that is...
This is gonna be one interesting of a game.
But
Oof.
I quite like it as well. If Magus.exe do have a really strong communication, they could actually switch that 1-4 split into a 1-3-1. And that's where you have one person top, three in the middle, one at the bottom, and you're creating pressure in all lanes in the mid to late game.
Yeah.
And that is going to be very difficult if you're a team without much mobility. So,
Yeah. We'll see.
We got a Twitch, we got a Galio.
And it looks like we're in the game.
So let's go onto the Rift. It is snowing. We're in for a surprise with this comp.
Wait. What I've noticed immediately. Did Lilia forgot to buy an item? Or is he warding and backing out?
You know what? For Reno's sake, I hope it is just a warden back.
He is a warden.
Yeah,
okay.
we're getting the warden back. Okay. That is relief on our shoulders.
That has happened to me way too many times. For my counting, so we'll see.
Yep, as we are onto the Rift, we're seeing, just the standard vision, making sure no one is invading. AGSB definitely do have a small angle to go for an invade here. Likewise, from Magus.exe with the Vi and the Leona. But that is not going to be the case today.
So we see both junglers will be starting on the top side, so they'll have strong bot lane presence in the early ganks. So
yeah, for sure. Do you think this Vi is going to be rushing the clears, or do you think they're going to go for that all flat 6 camp clear and then go for the bot gank?
I'd have a feeling Vi would go for a full clear first and then try to get a gank. Because is Vi like, you could either build like, you could be an assassin or you could be a bruiser. So we'll see there. I have a feeling that Vi will go for an assassin build. So he really needs that fast clear to get that gold fast. And then in the end, he'll be able to assassinate Twitch or even Lilia.
Yeah, I mean, another thing to keep your eyes on here for this match is the top lane as well. I mean, the Fiddler on Mordekaiser is definitely going to be in advantage, but there is a really small window for this on Fantonia to be able to ult at level 6 and get a decent solo kill. That's if they get the trades, the pokes. We're already starting to see the farm top side favor Fantonia. But it's still just, again, waiting for that 6, waiting for that opportunity. The all-in is going to change everything. As we see on the bot lane again, a nice bit of trading. They're slowly pushing down. And what's important about that is that if they're able to shove this wave in time for LJS to be able to enter the Rift, hopefully the minions will be more towards their side of the lane. And if that's the case, you get more breathing room to be able to go for that gank, enabling a better opportunity. But right now, I'm really curious how this Set Swain combo is going to go.
Yeah, we see both junglers as they creepily make their way in on the bot side, but we see Set here a bit struggling a bit. Do you think he'll struggle in the early game?
Oh, for sure.
Really hard, yeah.
Easy poking. That W cooldown is a solid, 14 seconds before you actually are able to recharge it. And that's a big part of Set's trading, is going for that W, the true damage down the middle. But if you're a Swain right now, you just keep your distance.
Yeah.
You just go for a couple zaps every now and then. Just keeping Set very paranoid to step up, but right now Set's doing very well in keeping up with the minions. Only 2 CS down in this
position,
and the Vi is here to step up too. Gets rooted, didn't get caught though.
Vi said, "I'm just walking past by."
Yeah, just wants that double scuttle.
Yeah. With the double scuttle, Vi will be getting level 6 first, so he'll be able to gank early more in the early game. As Lilia, I'd say for Lilia, the rushing level 6 is really a big vital part for her, no? Because she can only really gank when you have ult and be able to like just stop for a second and get that W. And oh look, we see a fight in the river. Lilia.
Yes. Here we go in the river. Eyes of Swain looking onto it, but Vi is the one actually going to be losing in this fight here. The ball rolls down, and there's the first blood from AGSB. Reno secures it in the top river.
Looks like I jinxed that, honestly.
Yeah, that was super clean there from Reno, being able to space out very cleanly. Set is also taking this damage as well on low HP. Is he going to be forced to back here? Possibly.
Yeah.
And I love how he's called HLEorn with the tag. Definitely showing his... he may be on EGSB, but Hammer Life Esports is really where it's at, I suppose.
That's his dream team, I'm assuming.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but with the first blood from Lilia, she'll be able to get level 6 and then a bit of gold advantage early. So we see Vi a bit of struggling here, but
Here comes the bonk. Oh, flash out there from Fantonia. Just going to be able to clinch their life. I mean, these are some very dominant lanes we're seeing in both top and mid. Scraping for these minions. And that's going to be a free plate there for the Fiddler in the top lane. Could be able to back him maybe just in time, or is he overextending here? Here comes the TP.
Oh, one plate.
One play and out. Very clean there. And there's no objective to fight for either. Wait, hang on. The Fiddler's not done just yet. He still wants to fight. He's actually a big item disadvantage right now, as the Balmy Cinder is at least going to give us a little bit of health. But there's but all in vain.
Ooh.
And that's going to put him out of business in the top lane for quite a while, actually. He wants to get that solo kill.
Looks like we're seeing... Oh?
Engage here from Fantonia. He's got the ult as well to play with. Goes for the knock-up. Gets caught by the staff. And he's going to disengage here. Doesn't want to, find himself falling in the top lane. Otherwise, that's going to be a massive snowball there for the Fiddler.
But yeah, we still see Dragon up. But do you think that Lilia is still going up towards top lane? And maybe potentially getting that Mordekaiser with Ornn? And Vi is already starting Drake, as I've said that. As AG, SB has no idea that the Vi is starting Drake. So
yeah, this is a very sneaky play here. But look, we can see the Galio starting to walk up.
yeah.
Gex is scouting it. Doesn't quite get the ward down. So this could be a very sneaky steal here.
Oh, but apparently it's not.
Oh, actually, they're not going to go for it at all. Never mind. Are they scared? Do they think like the vision is already there? It's very possible. But if they know or knew that Reno was on the top side looking to actually invade LGS's jungle, that would be a completely different situation altogether.
I think what's going on here with both junglers in mind that they really want the grub first for the early gold advantage. We'll see because Vi is on the way on the red side, and she'll be able to catch Lilia or not. We'll see. Oh, looks like mid.
And grubs have spawned. Lilia is in the red buff, has been spotted by LJS, but look at this health from John Trey. He's not going to be able to match, but here comes the Mordekaiser. The Fiddler is ready to go.
Oh,
and the step
no.
up is going to get a free pick onto Reno. And that is going to be enough to potentially take the grubs as well.
Do you think Lilia got a bit too deep in the enemy jungle?
Definitely a little bit too excited there to steal the jungle. I think they were also assuming that LGS was going to steal that Drake as well. Got a little bit caught out, wanted to commit to the bit, but that was not a good idea at all.
And we see as Vi gets the grubs here to get an early start.
Yeah, but here we go in the top lane. The Fiddler has ulted. There is nothing for Fantonio to do.
Ooh,
and that is a solo bolo in the top lane for the Fiddler. 2-0 up now and starting to secure themselves as the leading carry for Magus.exe.
Mordekaiser is just too strong in the early game. Ooh.
Yeah, that is. But what do you think they're going to be able to actually take away with that? You know, we're starting to see a nice gold advantage onto the side of the Fiddler. They've got a plate up. They've got everything they need. You know, what sort of pressure is that building onto the Ornn there?
Like Ornn, he's feeding up to Mordekaiser to being like, it's Mordekaiser's gonna be their like big boss or like boss that they have to go through before going through the rest of the Exe team. But that's the thing. With Mordekaiser catching up or like being ahead already, Ornn is gonna have a bit of a struggle, especially in team fights. Whereas he can just get taken to Brazil by Mordekaiser and be dead in like less than a second. But we'll see, because Mordekaiser already has Rylus, which is very strong for him.
Yeah, I can agree more. That being said, Fantonio is always going to have a decent presence in any team fight. The Ornn passive to upgrade everyone's abilities,
Yeah.
items even, as well as the opportunity to just knock everyone up is amazing. The fist bump looking to be secured there. Here we see the gank down into the bot lane. Only Mac Online is taunted.
They really want Jhin dead.
But there's the drowsy Jhin looking to find a shot down. The Galio knocking up, but nothing is found. An intoxicated Leona is not going to be a dead one, as Magus.exe are barely scraping themselves out of a high-pressure Reno gank there.
Looks like AGSB will be getting the first Drake of the game. Do you think this will give them huge advantage? But I don't think so, you'd say.
Yeah, I mean, any Drake's a good Drake.
Yeah.
It's a great start to building up
see
that
ult?
soul. Here comes the ult. Swain picked out, but a low set is going to barely keep him alive with that haymaker.
dead?
Vi going for the
Yeah.
ult. Isn't going to get caught out as well. That's a nice pick, but in a trade for a Drake, I'm not quite sure if that's worth it.
Yeah. Personally, I would take Drake any other day than a kill.
I completely agree. I int for Drakes, man. I will go for those
Honestly.
smite steals any day.
But we look like, see here, damage still, as Swain has the highest damage so far, and as well as the mid lane. So.
Look at this shred
Ooh.
from the Mordekaiser, though. That is going to tank half of Ornn's HP.
It's like armor doesn't even exist for Mordekaiser. It's like, you have armor, but I don't care. You're just dead.
And the Void Grubs as well for Magus.exe. All three is going to mean that these towers are going to get shredded. With a fed Mordekaiser, this is looking very scary for that split lane pressure.
Yeah. We see Mordekaiser in the enemy jungle on the blue side, trying to catch Lilia, but Lilia decided to go bot lane.
A little bit of an overextension here, but Galio does get the knockup. X
Does he get
is able to get away, barely, but that Milkman was ready to appear out of nowhere if necessary. But look at this Mordekaiser. Flash goes through onto Fantonia,
Brazil?
but it's not enough. The ult is going through. Here comes the Ram, able to CC for a little bit more. That airborne Mordekaiser is still going to be taking down Fantonia in the top lane. 3-0 in this Magus.exe roster.
Mordekaiser being ahead, where he's the only guy who got 3 kills than the rest of the team. So do you think Mordekaiser will be able to like carry throughout the game, especially late game?
Well, I mean, the shutdown's starting to build up here. We're seeing 274 gold if they're able to take him down as a bonus. So that's 571. And in that sort of situation, you're like, well, if I step up here, I'm going to give whoever I die to a massive mechanic to get back into the game. That being said, we're seeing the Lilia stumble into
He's just ignoring
the Fiddler
Lilia.
trying to take his blue buff, but he's not having it. The clasp is there. The knockover is through. And just in the thick
barely.
of it, he's able to get the kill. But here comes Fantonia again. This is his opportunity to get the shutdown. If Mordekaiser is able to flash away, the grasp is able to push him back. The eye is found him.
And
Swain's able to take it. Dude Person coming online with the ultimate, able to find 2. But the set is going to go for the slam down. Not enough. The electric strikes. And this Vi is going to be the 3rd to fall. A massive clutch back there from AGSB. And they are nowhere near out of the game yet.
That follow-up from Swain is crazy. Swain gets all of the rewards. He gets all of the prizes just for him. What do you think? Mordekaiser did wrong there? Do you think he got a bit too greedy? Like what happened last game?
I mean, if we really have to look back at that, what happened was Mordekaiser was like, "Oh, I'm fed. I'm gonna walk into the jungle. I'm gonna take it."
Surely I get these.
What was the problem was the timing of it all. We didn't. So LJS was not in the right place at the right time. They were actually on the other side of the jungle, meaning that they couldn't catch up if a fight was to break out. They were late to the fight. They were just kind of, if the Fiddler, LJS, John Trey were all there at the same time, then that would have been a easy team fight. But thankfully, for the side of AGSB. They just appeared one by one. Swain was able to build his Crow Storm, and the rest is history.
Yeah. But it looks like we're gonna be seeing a Herald setup here from Exeter.
I love the Cannon Steel with that Haymaker as well. Anything for a Cannon Minion, I respect that. We're going to see Mordekaiser collect this Minion Wave again. I mean, again, 4-1.
Yeah.
You're not behind still.
Not
That is
behind.
going to hurt. It's going to sting.
Oh.
But he's out of position. This shove from the Ornn is going to really put some pressure onto this Rift Herald, but Reno's on the other side of the map. There's actually nothing to go for here. This is a free Rift Herald for the side of Magus.exe.
They just need one more objective after this for the feats to get the upgraded boots. Oh.
Oh, this is a massive pick out from Mac Online. Going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh.
And they are going to fall. Still getting the Rift Herald, but that's going to be a really big stop on their tempo down in the bot lane. Is Wabbanubba. How do you actually say that? Do you want to have a go? Wabbanubba.
Yeah.
Wabbanubba.
It looks hard at first, but
Once you get a feel for it, yeah. Wabbanubba is going to be caught out, and that is going to enable AGSB to
wait,
get
does he
their
get first
second
tower
Drake.
here for feats? He's forcing the tower.
Oh,
And
that
that's
is going to be it.
feats for Magus.exe.
And the ult is going to go through as well. We're looking for another solo pick here for the Fiddler. Antonia trying to buy time, looking to escape. The dash is going to bring themselves closer to enemy territory, but wait! He's so low, he's so far away from the brink of death, and Lilia is going to get caught out with the Vi Gauntlet as well. We are into the fray. A really nice pick there from the Jin. Wabbanubba is going to be taking down Lilia, and they're going to disengage with a really nice trade there off their back. But in the top lane, we're also seeing a Mordekaiser fall as well. That was a solo kill from Fantonia.
We're gonna see
Fantanoa, even.
Yeah. Are we gonna see another flip from Magus having the advantage at the very start, but like maybe in mid game they're flipping. AGSB is flipping the story of winning this game. Oh,
Ooh, nice flash out
what a
there.
flash!
But that was a lot of summoners having to be used
Yeah.
just to not get caught out. That's not a great situation.
Next fight, Twitch has no flash and cleanse, which is gonna be dangerous because Vi, he's just gonna press R and then you're dead.
But let's look at the levels here. This is really good from Prod. Like, we're seeing Ornn is actually the highest level person in the game, and the Fiddler is not actually even in second place here. They're just falling short to Dude Person. You know, we're seeing a really nice comeback in the top lane.
It's another one of those games where the team fight really matters, you think. Especially more on the mid game, whereas one wrong move could just like lose you the whole team fight.
Yeah, what we also have to notice is, you know, this John Trey is having quite a difficult situation here, being 2 levels down against Dude Person. Dude Person's literally being able to tax every single like minion in sight. And John Trey is really just kind of having to survive, kind of looking for those skirmishes. We've had varied success so far in these rivers, but there's a lot more blood to be shed. As we're going to see LJS taking the red buff, looking to walk down potentially to the Fiddler or to this mid lane. Nothing going to be found. That Twitch Shroud is going to get them a very clean escape.
So Atakan's gonna be up in a minute, so we'll see if they're gonna be setting up for this. As early picks just before Atakan could be a huge part on take, so you can take Atakan for free.
This is nice from the Fiddler. He's able to get the blue buff, but right now he just needs to focus on shoving that wave. We need some pressure here from the Magus.exe side lanes, because we all know that these AGSB team fights are going to be something to be reckoned with. John Trey actually in the side lane might be really beneficial for him. If we see Dude Person look to roam. Potentially the mid tower going down as well. No prevail.
So looks like it's gonna be one of the mid game parts where it's They're just waiting for objectives as Atakan is gonna be in 7 seconds.
Yeah, Atakan in 7 seconds. It's all about, yeah, again, setting up these minion waves
Yeah.
so you have the advantage. You know, this poor set man in this situation is not really in a position to do so. Maybe if Mordekaiser looked to swap, it could be potentially an easier matchup with that nice grasp on the E, but so far they're sticking to their guns and they're going to be taking loads of damage instead. Really wanted that cannon, but just missed. We actually didn't see that. That never happened.
And looks like Magus.exe will be starting Atakan here as AGSB has no idea. Ooh.
And John Trey does actually have the TP online as well. Dude Person doesn't. So if they wanted to match, that is just not possible in the bot lane. We're seeing an engage go off onto Reno. Looks for the drowsiness. And this flank from Ornn is going to ram into the back line. And that is a clean sweep for AGSB.
Is that an ace?
Is even going to
An
fall.
ace for AGSB. Wow.
Oh, that has gotta hurt if you're part of Magus.
I think what Magus did wrong in this time is that they did Atakan a bit too early, or they could have just focused on Atakan, I'd say. Ooh.
Yeah, they really. I mean, the situation there, right, was that they got pincered. That Ornn ult being able to get straight into the back line with that Lilia being able to just glide on through, la-di-da, skip, and just drowse everyone. I mean, that's what you want to be in AGSB. You want to be in those big team fights, and they found it.
Yeah, and that's Feet of the Monsters. So they either need just a tower, or Magus.exe will get one more objective to get that feats.
Yeah, we're very close to those feats indeed.
Oh, wait, actually.
Oh, we've already got feats.
Yeah, I'm colorblind. Never mind.
Yeah, they're already suited and muted for this. But
Never mind. But
yeah.
Oh, looks like we'll be setting up in Drake here, as everyone is on the way.
Yeah, they need to start taking this fast because AGSB are right round the corner.
They caught Leona off guard.
This is not good for the Leona at all. Flashing out. At least going to be able to be online for
the
that
guys
ult.
with the TP in the middle of everyone.
Oh, this is not good. Looking for the ult. Finds the Twitch. That's actually amazing.
Wow.
The flash goes through. Able to buy some more time. Isn't able to find the Twitch still. This is a very chaotic brawl. And they're just...
What is happening?
The Fiddler is actually kiting the entire team away from the Drake. That's going to give them so much time to work with, but not enough. They've found themselves again. The Twitch is so low.
Twitch!
And they find it through. Hammering down. It's going to be the Twitch out of the fight. The team fight's still going live. And this Swain's Crowstorm is something to be reckoned with. Mordekaiser still looking to find some angles, but it's not enough. There's too much AoE. There's too much damage. And AGSB are going to be absolutely acing.
That Swain and Ornn is literally unkillable at this point unless they actually hard focus them. Ooh, damage dealt as Swain 23,000. Ooh.
It's very unfortunate there for Magus.exe. They had the right intention. They were able to find the pick, but I think what they're struggling to realize is that, you know, they're not finding that side lane pressure that, you know, this set and Mordekaiser really thrive in. And, you know, if they're not able to win on the macro scale, they're certainly not going to win in these team fights. So it really is time for a bit of a reset mentally.
Yeah. Think about what you're doing next. Yeah.
Right now, AGSB are 7k gold up. In pro play, that would be game over. But we're in student champs, so there is still a glimmer of hope for both of these teams. As Magus.exe are still going to be able to get some nice wave clear, and they are starting to find their side lanes. If you look at the mini-map, we're seeing not John Trey, we're seeing Dude Person going straight mid lane, now starting to catch
Bot lane.
But it's not, yeah, this side lane pressure is still not quite enough.
Yeah. So we have Baron in 20 seconds. So in the next team fight, whoever gets that first pick will have potentially get Baron. But we see here Mordekaiser and Ornn
Yeah, this is a really slow burn here, and I mean that literally, as Mordekaiser is throwing everything at this Ornn to try and get them. A flash going through onto the Ornn as well, being able to catch it. I mean, this is just going to be a very slow and painful death unless something is able to be found. A really nice pick here, and Vi is going to get the shutdown.
Did he catch Jin here as well?
Oh!
1 for 1.
Yeah, that is a pick on both sides. The shutdown is going to be slightly more favorable, but it's going on to the Vi, and Vi does not scale that well into this late game. In fact, if you think about it, Magus.exe do not really have any crazy late game scalers other than the Mordekaiser. So this is going to get a little harder.
Twitch is just playing safe, really, for the gold. Well, once he gets that, once he gets a item power spike, he's pretty much just gonna burn everyone in Magus.exe.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, said there's still an angle here to find in the side lanes. This Swain is always pushing himself up, leaving the Fiddler to be able to find the flank here. Here comes the Swaino. If they were smart, they would disengage, but they are braver instead. That 1v1 Fiddler versus Dude Person is actually not going to prevail for either side. Instead, we're going to be seeing the Vi start to step up as well. Swain no ult does mean they have the opportunity to find the pick, but look at this pressure. Dude Person has kited 3 people down into the bot lane. AGSB are going to start the Baron.
But will Magus be able to steal this as they start to set up for the counter take? Ooh.
And here comes the TPs as well from Dude Person. Mordekaiser really into the fray here in a 1v2 situation in this river. Finding himself a little isolated. Swain is not concerned as the Galio is going to knock up and bring everyone into the fray. Twitch does not matter about his damage right now because this Swain is vaporizing everyone. A double kill coming through onto Milkman. Reno finding John Trey. And AGSB are going to be securing that Baron. No
For
worries.
free. Wow, what a play from AGSB. Like, AGSB is like, they like once someone's on them, like they just like provide the Avengers or something. Like everyone is there. Like everyone, like they don't go alone in this game. They fight together as a team, hold hands as the Avengers from AGSB. But what I really noticed from Magus.exe, especially Mordekaiser, he's really trying to force like picks, especially a bit from misplay from that 1v2, especially if you don't have full as a Mordekaiser. You can't really do anything much just beforehand, really. As Mordekaiser, you really want to pick someone just before the fight starts or as the fight goes on. But yeah, what do you think Magus did wrong, really?
Well, I actually really like what you said about what the Fiddler is doing. In that he's trying to force AGSB to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Because AGSB, let's be real, is in the lead with a 10k gold lead right now. 10k, you have everything you need to stat check your enemy team, right?
Yeah, you can even buy items for the next game.
But yeah, literally, like there is too much gold even for these guys right now. But what he is doing is creating scenarios where they feel pressured and they're forced to make plays. And if that's the case, there are opportunities for Magus.exe to find these picks. The only problem is, how are you going to find a pick on Swain when you have no tank shred?
Yeah.
This guy has nearly 6k health.
Oh my.
Yeah, that is quite a lot. I mean, look at the blue bars as well on the player scoreboard.
Set's gone.
John Trey is going to get sweep down in the mid lane as well. LJS able to find their way out. But yeah, looking at the player scoreboard, it's all blue.
It's
in the
all
favor of AGSB.
Milkman being able to get that Infinity Edge really just powers him up. But
and this might be the final fight here of today. Dude Person getting the first pick, the second followed with the Swain. And Mordekaiser is looking to hold down the fort once more. A 1v1 onto Dude Person, the person that has been leading the team to victory so far. And it's going to be a slow and unfortunately painful battle to the side of the Fiddler. The whole of Exeter has fallen, but John Trey as he's looking to somersault his way through. But with all 5 players in the mix,
A
there is
5v1?
nothing you can do. And an ace for AGSB
Oh
is going
my
to secure this Nexus
days.
and secure this series.
What a game.
For week 5.
What a game from AGSB. Ooh.
Yeah, and that was absolutely fantastic. Game right there.
Oh, that really AGSB. Like you saw from the early game that they really struggle in the early to mid game, but as soon as they get that momentum in the middle game, and eventually in the late game, they just push through in team fights. They're so good. I saw what I've really noticed in the team fights. Like I said earlier, they don't really split. They just like when there's a fight, they go together, 2v2 or like 2 people on that side, 3 people on the other side. It's too crazy. But for Magus, what do you think really?
Well, history just repeats itself,
Yeah.
doesn't it? That is another win for AGSB against Exeter College. But what I really liked this time round was the amount of fight Exeter College were giving in the mid to late game, even when they were really in a disadvantageous spot. I do definitely think if you were to go back to the drawing board as Magus.exe, I'm starting to think it's Magus. But it might be Magus. We're going to stick with Magus. Is that you need to focus on the side laning, making sure that you're always in a good spot to push. But that Swain, as time went on, just got a little too fed. And in that situation, there was nothing you could do.
Yeah, I mean, with Swain in the mid pick, with Swain, but they put Set, which kind of gives Swain a free farm at the early game. But yeah.
Yeah, I completely agree. It was a really nice, pressurized game throughout the entire. Even though we did see that 10k gold advantage, that Flame Horizon almost, that they were still able to challenge. I think that's what made this game really special. So that is series 2 of the weekly Student Champs Nationals broadcast. We're on week 5. Next will be week 6 with some more Rocket League. Yes, the second broadcast of Rocket League, again, for the Nationals. So that's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
Any final words you'd like to say?
Don't play League of Legends if you really want to.
I completely agree. Yeah, stay away from this.
But yeah, is that it?
I believe so. It has been an absolute pleasure to cast these games. I've been Skilton.
I'm Kevin. Nice to see you again, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye.